The shirt is a little off-putting.
The shirt is fantastic.
I don't know if it's fantastic. This was a surprise at the golf tournament. You're like, I got something for you. And I thought it would be like a car.
Nice bottle of bourbon, but
nice
no.
bottle of, but that'd be nice too.
No,
it's my picture on a polo shirt.
Many times.
Many times over.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know how to take it.
It's a big hairy billboard.
Let me ask you a question.
Please do.
Is it really worth the trip to buy from Skip?
It really is.
Is it really worth it?
It's worth the trip to sit here. No.
You golf like once every 5 years.
That's not true. Like 3 or 4 times a year.
Is it? How's the sales going?
It's actually going fantastic.
I see you online all the time posting pictures of people with their vehicles, their new cars, their certified pre-owns. Ooh. How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pulling up on the lingo there.
Is it good right now? What's going on in the industry?
It is really good right now. A lot of people were talking about crazy tariff stuff and, what are we going to do?
Yeah.
What's going to happen? And I'm not seeing anything but positive things, at least, on the streets or on the battle lines or however you want to say it. We have no shortage of vehicles. We have no shortage of deals. And I have no shortage of dad jokes to entertain you when you come in to buy. And obviously with a wardrobe like this, why would you not?
Yeah. Yeah.
How could it not be worth the trip to buy from Skip?
I guess so. Is there a hot vehicle on the lot right now that seems to be moving and shaking?
No, it's just a little bit of everything. I mean, I've been selling really wild stuff, trading really wild, fun stuff. 700 horsepower Ram pickup truck I traded the other day. I don't know why, but I did.
Where's that at now? Is it on the lot?
It is on the lot. It's for sale. You can buy it from me.
Yeah. Any interesting stories over the last couple? Because we haven't done this in like 2 months.
Yeah.
Because you disappeared.
Lots of interesting stories. I was on a test drive with a customer sitting in the back seat, and just the most wonderful lady. Wonderful lady.
Wait, now you're in the back seat.
I'm in the back seat. Okay.
Okay. All right.
I'm in the back seat.
All right, and she's driving.
Her husband's driving. She's in the
okay.
passenger seat, and we're going through all the Central Susquehanna Thruway expansion project going on. And I said, this bypass started when I was just a little kid. Wow, that's a long time ago. I'm like, I know I should be offended, but I just busted out laughing, like to the point where I had tears. I couldn't stop. And she's like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it like that.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. It was a long time ago.
The car just went up another $900.
Yeah. It's worth a trip to buy from Skip so I can, get a walker and one of those scooters and stuff
so
eventually.
When you do a test drive?
Yes.
So, I bought, 15, 17 vehicles off of you.
Yes.
You never went to test drive with me.
I did not.
So, do they?
I don't think I even let you drive them before you bought them.
Or do you like, hey, would you like me to kind of hop in there with you and just show you some of the features as you cruise around the Central Susquehanna Valley?
I offer to go along. I mean, a lot of the new technology and this stuff is kind of intimidating, and I like to explain it. I like to crack some jokes.
This is what. The Gladiator, the Jeep Gladiator that you sold me. That's currently what I'm driving right now, and I like it for the most part. But it's funny, like my wife jumped in and we were going to like a Phillies game or something like that, and she programmed her phone in there.
Right.
And there's one other phone that's still programmed in my Jeep, and it says Skip. because you had to show it. So it's my wife's phone, and I don't even have my phone programmed in there because he never showed me how to do it, but my wife can do it. So let me ask you something. What...
it's that little extra that makes it extraordinary.
Yeah, that's really
where.
Do you so you go on these test drives, and what's your goal? Is to just to show them the features and the benefits of this vehicle?
Yeah, I mean, just make sure that they're comfortable, that they can see. You know, some vehicles have blind spots for people, depending on their height, width or
whatever you want to say,
whatever their attributes are, and it's a big decision. You know, I say to everybody, it's not like you're buying a pair of shoes at the mall, and if you don't like them, well, you just move them to the back of the closet. You know, it's the second biggest purchase that you're going to make. So, yeah, I mean, I want to make sure that, I mean, obviously not you when you bought all your vehicles, but everybody else, I like to give them that, the treatment that I understand the levity of the situation. It's a big deal. You should feel as comfortable as you can with a guy wearing this shirt.
I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable at all.
I feel very uncomfortable, and I love it.
I feel like I should get some kind of money for name, image, and likeness.
I actually copyrighted this shirt, and they're going to be available on my. That's
when I had a nice fresh
my TikTok shop. Just kidding.
Nice fresh cut I had there. So you caught me on a good day.
I did.
I almost look happy. How long you been in the car industry?
Just about 30 years. So I started when I was 4.
Yeah.
If
you were to buy a vehicle right now.
Yes.
Right now.
What
would that vehicle be?
I have no idea.
Come on.
Is money an object, or does it have to fit in my budgetary?
Money is an object. Yes, money's an object.
Probably one of those little one-wheel scooter,
Get
like
out
skateboard.
Of here. No way.
No. I mean,
would it be like an F-150?
It would be an F-150. I mean, I have a Bronco, and I love it. It's a part of me. Like, I never going to get rid of it.
How much did you pay for it?
Like $9. Like, it's the employee deal is really, really sweet.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize that.
Let's talk about that, because you hear that a lot, the employee pricing. You hear this a lot.
It's actually going on right now. Ford has it for just about every new vehicle that they sell. I've been with Ford since 2007, and it's the first time they've ever done it.
What? Wait, say that again?
It's the first time that they've ever done it, and I've been with Ford since 2007. They're offering this same kind of pricing that they do to the union workers in the plant that assemble the vehicles, which is less than me as a dealership employee can buy them for. So it's kind of a big deal,
Really?
Like not just, I mean, it is a big deal.
Yeah, but the hidden costs make up.
There's no hidden costs. I don't know where you keep bringing this up. I mean, gratuity is always accepted, at any point, not even 10%. Yeah. I'm comfortable with 5, but whatever, still haven't gotten anything from all the 17 that I sold you, but that's okay. I got this shirt, though.
I didn't get anything from it either.
I'll get you one of these shirts.
I don't want
They're going to be available on my TikTok shop.
I don't want that at all.
Lots of people do, though. You can message me if you'd like to get a Chad shirt.
Is it true that they can contact you and be like, "Hey, I want this a certain kind of vehicle. You might not have it on the lot, but you can get it for them." Do you go to auctions? Do you personally go to auctions anymore?
Occasionally, yeah. I used to, but the industry's kind of changed a little bit. So in-person auctions still happen, but they're not as common. So a lot of the stuff we do is online.
I picture yourself with a list from 10 people. Can you find me, this, and then I just see the cars coming up on the lot, and you're like, no. Is that how you do it?
Back in the day, that was 100% how we did it. I would have 3 or 4 books with values in, and then a list with scribbles all over it, and just running from lane 1 to lane 25 and back and forth trying to keep track of, 3,000 vehicles and end up leaving there with 3.
Yeah. But it's all online now, right?
Oh yeah, it's online. It actually makes it easier because in person, it goes by really, really quick.
Yeah.
From when the car is outside until it's through and sold, you might have a minute and a half.
Okay.
So you would had to have already looked at the vehicle and made sure that there's no issues with it, and just hope that there's no hidden issues that you don't see or hear. Now online there's third-party inspections. The risk is almost zero. If I get something that I purchased that isn't as described, just send it back. So,
almost 30 years in the car industry.
That's a lot.
You have 800,000 stories that you can tell.
I have lots of stories.
So when I say, can you give me a story about being in the car industry, what's the first one that comes to your mind? that you're willing to share?
Oh my goodness. I mean, I could do an 8-hour podcast with just stories, but it's hard to narrow it down because there's so many. There's
my favorite. Well, let me ask you. Let me narrow it down for you. My favorite is like the irate customer.
Well, I have had to call the police on a customer at one point.
Yeah. What happened?
People get frustrated. There's issues and they want to be heard. And I like to let people, if there's a problem, tell me what's going on. But, some people just, their drummer plays to a different beat than mine. And yeah. But most times, when I've had those situations with people that came in hot,
yeah,
we diffused it and fixed it. But there, one or two over 30 years that didn't have the Cinderella fairy tale ending that I had hoped for. But
so you had to call the cops on somebody.
I did.
Mm-hmm. Did they pull a gun on you?
No.
Did they punch you in the face?
No. They threatened violence.
They threatened violence, which is okay. Like, we got to call the authorities.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
And even during that time, I'm like, look, I get it. I know you're upset and you want somebody to be upset with. I did not build the car. If I did, it would have broke instantly because I don't know how to build
I just
cars.
picture you diffusing the situation wearing that shirt. You'd be, sir, I understand. We take business seriously. It's the real deal. What about, you were in management for quite some time.
I was.
So I'm sure there was a lot of stories about some employees and all that stuff.
Yeah, a lot of stories about employees, but I don't think that's a road that I'm really looking to go down today.
Because they're all watching. No,
some of them.
Yeah, but you lucked out. You got to work with a lot of great, reputable people in the industry.
I've been very fortunate. I've been at several different dealers, but I've met a lot of great people.
Yeah.
Both on the sales and service side, ownership. And met a lot of great customers that have turned into friends. I mean, we met with me through the industry, not as a customer, but
yeah. I don't even know how we met.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to think that
it's obviously jumped the shark now.
It really.
I think that's what jumped the shark
makes the shirt weird if we're not.
Yeah. No, I
mean, the shirt's kind of weird, even if we are, but that's okay. Jump the shark.
Are you going to do this for another 30 years?
Oh dear Lord.
Yeah. Are you going to sell vehicles for another 30?
Well, I mean, I've already designed my jazzy scooter to go out on the lot. It's going to have subwoofers on it and like that underglow neon, maybe some hydraulics, so just keep it light and keep it fun. But yeah, I mean, I plan on doing this as long as somebody will have me occupy one of their chairs.
So right now,
yes,
we do have real deal employee pricing.
We do.
Right now.
We do.
Now, how much are we, like,
It depends on the vehicle. Like
no games, no gimmicks.
The big hot ticket right now, the Ford Maverick, the small little pickup truck that you can get in around $30,000. You know, there had been no rebates because the demand was insane. So now, you know, some people are saving $2,000 to $3,000 on those trucks, which is unheard of. So to get a little pickup truck that can haul 5 people that gets 30 miles per gallon and is under $30,000, like that's kind of worth the trip to buy from this guy.
How much money would you give me for my Gladiator right now?
You're breaking up. I can't. There must have a bad connection here or something.
Can you get vehicles special ordered where they're manual?
No.
You can't do it.
The only vehicles that you can get in a manual shift from Ford right now is a Bronco, and only certain models of the Bronco.
Okay.
And a Mustang.
Okay.
And aside from that, that's it.
What about Jeeps? You can get them in Jeeps.
I think the Wrangler you can still get in a manual.
Because that's what I miss the most. I always had manual Jeeps.
Yeah.
Now I don't.
Yeah. I mean, what really changed it for the industry is it used to be you got better gas mileage with a manual transmission, and that was the allure for a lot of people is, well, I want to get 2 or 3 miles per gallon better. Well, now the automatic transmissions, most of them are 8 to 10 speeds. So they actually get better gas mileage than a 5-speed, because it's got extra gears, turning less RPMs. They got smarter, and nobody wants a 10-speed manual transmission unless you're driving a dump truck or
unless you get your Class B CDL. And then I could take that.
I know a guy that
you can take a 10 speed down the interstate.
You can. Yeah. It's still kind of the niche now is more the performance. It used to be fuel economy and money savings. And now in the vehicles you can get a manual. It's actually a charge option, where it used to be the manual was included and the automatic was an upgrade. So that's one of the. It's amazing the things that have changed. So that's a great question.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, caller.
Thank you so much. Thanks, caller.
You know, when I think back to starting to do this and sitting down with a customer and speccing out a vehicle, and, you know, what options do you want on it? And the options in the beginning were, do you want air conditioning? Do you want power windows? Would you like floor mats? You know what I mean? And we can add a pinstripe.
Yeah, okay.
You know, now it's like, would you like the 5-year package of the auto driving or just the complimentary 1 year? It drives itself. I just want to be able to put the window up like that. Like it's so cool to see where the technology has gone, and to think, you know, if I am fortunate enough to have another 30 years or even 20 years of doing this, what these things are going to be capable of. It's kind of insane.
Mm-hmm. Listen, you said it all. You did a really great job.
Without saying anything.
You did a really great job.
I think the shirt did a lot of the talking in this interview.
I think so.
Really did. Remember, it's going to be available on my TikTok shop.
Listen, I think it's time to buy. I think it's time to buy right now.
It really is.
No pressure, no hassle.
People always ask, when's the best time to buy? You asked me this last time, and it doesn't change. The time to buy is when you feel like this makes sense. And that's my only goal when I greet a customer is, let's go look at some options and let's see if we can find something. And I use this line with every customer. Let's see if we can find something that makes sense to you.
Yeah.
You know, that it's affordable. You like it. You felt comfortable with how everything went, and it's not a pair of shoes that you put to the back of the closet because they don't fit quite right. Wow, I stumbled a little bit there.
And then you ask for at least $45 more than what they're previously paid for that month in their vehicle. Or is that just me?
No, that's just you.
I want to get a $500 a month car payment. Well, Chad, just for $530 a month, we can, and it's just another $30.
Well, I mean, that's another thing that we got into before. And yeah, I mean, the big thing before you go out looking for a vehicle is really be comfortable with what is affordable to you. And know that if you haven't bought a car in a while, they're more expensive now than they were 5 years ago or 10 years ago. And, payments, I remember a time where the budget for my wife's car payment was $300.
Yeah.
You can pick out anything that you like that will be $300 a month or less. Well, you're not buying a whole lot for $300 a month in today's climate, which,
it's a sign of the times.
It's a sign of the times. It's a sign of the times.
So what are you doing now after this?
I'm just going to go around and try and freak people out with this shirt mostly.
Skip Hurst in studio, where it's worth the trip to buy from Skip. I really appreciate you. No, let me take that back. I don't really appreciate you taking the time today wearing that shirt with my face on it. So hopefully we're in better spirits next time.
Oh, we're in great spirits. And the shirt is going to be every episode from here on out.
This podcast was produced by Stone State Entertainment.